child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Rice Owls, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. Down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Connors. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Warner. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get to him. Fires on the move. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll go back to the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And how about the protection up front? The big fella's doing their job. He just sits in the pocket. Sits in the pocket. Wide receivers break off their routes. He finds the open guy for the big play. Nice job of protecting your quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On second down, looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the Owls get enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Gives it to the back on the draw. At the 45 on his way. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. On the move is the 30. He's loose. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Johnson looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Pulls it in. It's Cephas. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
They'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On the move. And it's on the ground. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys...
It's a fumble. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field. Line gets set, first down. Here comes the option. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Gonna run it. It's Giddens. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this. Levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to power their way ahead. The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, he got the first down. And I know all you probably say, hey, slide, get down, don't take the hit, don't fumble. But that guy's thinking touchdown. He's thinking I can break these tackles and try to make a play. Got held up, coughed up the football. Defense recovers. Man, that's a big blow for the offense.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. That's a live ball. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
They'll ride the hot hand. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He breaks the tackle.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. It's a draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He's going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. On the move, it's Giddens. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking Great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had a really productive 1st half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the 2nd half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring 1st half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after him. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This one's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
Looking to throw, it's Warner. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. is looking to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
The incompletion on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
From the gun, running back on the move. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work into play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll put the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Connors. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Warner. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Edwards. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Across the 25. Touchdown, Kansas State. They move on top here in the 4th. They'll line up to go for 2. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Warner. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to pass, it's Warner. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, it's out. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Defense. Always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The running back has it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Gonna run it. It's Giddens. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.